Listen, driving traffic is really hard. So here are 5 free blogging platforms that have a combined reach of 92 million visitors every month. But first, if you are serious about this stuff, about driving free traffic to your websites, to your landing pages, to your affiliate offers, to your products, you name it, check out my free course that will walk you through the process step by step. You can get that for free when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic or click the link in the description. Okay, welcome to profitcopilot.com. My name is Mick Meaney, and over the last 20 years, I've helped people that you've heard of grow their online businesses. That's what I've been doing, and I've been building my own too. And now I'd like to help people like you to break free from the system so you can do that stuff for yourself, so you can have more independence. And one of the big components in achieving that is, of course, driving traffic. So not only am I going to list the 5 free platforms today, I'm also going to show you the responsible way to use them so you get more traffic and you make more money. Now, the first one on the list is called letterpad.com. The second one is vocal.media. The third is ground.news. And fourth is hubpages.com. And the fifth one is newsbreak.com. Now, before we take a deep dive into each one of these, if you don't want to miss out on any of my marketing tips, hit the subscribe button somewhere on this page. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly show you the correct way to use each of these traffic sources so you're maintaining best practices and you're being respectful to the communities there while growing your own audience and making money, because there is a wrong way to do this stuff. Now, the wrong way to drive traffic from these platforms is to publish an article and then embed links to money pages, things like sales pages, CPA offers, and affiliate offers. It's going to create a negative experience for the community there, for the users there, and potentially jeopardize your account. Plus, most people won't spend their hard-earned money with you or on something just because you told them to, right? You need to prove that they can put their trust in your judgment first. You have to do that first. And then on top of that, what happens when the affiliate or the CPA offer is changed or removed completely, right? Now, a few months ago, you probably know about this, thousands of affiliates took a pretty hard hit when a massive program changed the deal overnight. It created outrage, rightly so. And hundreds of people were just left high and dry. So I want to save you from ending up in that situation too. Okay, so the right way to do it does take a bit more work, but it will create a much stronger business that lasts for years. So instead of sending traffic to pages and websites that you don't own, that you don't have any control over, you put all that traffic onto your email list first. And then you monetize that traffic, you monetize the email list. Plus, you're then protected from any changes, and it doesn't matter if the affiliate offer is removed or vanishes, because you've got your own asset that will continue to make money. You just swap out the offer and carry on. Okay, with that in mind, let's take a deep dive into each of these free platforms that I'm sharing with you today. Okay, the first free traffic source, the first free blogging platform today is called letterpad.app. And while I haven't been able to find that much information about this in terms of traffic levels, I do think it's one to keep an eye on. So here we have lots of articles featured on the front page. We have a featured section right here at the very top. And this is driving traffic to people's websites because they're using it in the right way. I'll show you what I mean. So if we click on, let's take one of these articles. Let's go to this one, scroll through. So we're seeing links inside this to the author's resources. Here they're linking out to their Twitter profile. So that means you can do the same. Here you can add links to your articles. I would encourage you to be respectful towards the platform because we value these kind of platforms and we want to treat them right so they remain free and open for everybody to use. Okay, one thing I really like about this platform is this section here, subscribe to my newsletter. So you can build an email list on the platform. So if we go to your profile up here, I'm going to sign in and then click on the menu again. We can go to news story, edit profile, settings. Let's take a look at settings for a second, because this is really interesting. So we can do some fairly cool things here. We can set the SEO settings of your blog there. We can also add additional pages and connect to APIs. We can add navigation, and we can also manage our subscribers. So on the left hand side there, we've got subscribers. If we click on here, so what's going to happen is every time you publish, it's going to notify your subscribers. So you're going to drive more traffic. So that's letterpad.app. It is one of my favorite platforms at the moment. I think this is going to be a really valuable one for you if you use it in the right way. Okay, let's move on to the next. So next up is vocal.media, and it gets over 7 million visits a month. And we can see that it's increasing over time. So this could be a good place for you to start driving traffic. This is the website. And again, it looks kind of similar to Medium. We've got lots of stories on the front page covering quite a few different niches and topics. So that means that you can get your content featured here as well. Now, it will go for manual review like most of these will. So bear that in mind. So to use this, just click create story. It's going to allow you to add title, subtitle, upload image, video. But check this out. If we scroll down here to start writing, we now have a very clear and easy, simple to use, distraction-free writing dashboard. This is ground.news with 17 million visits a month. It is an epic source of traffic, but it's not the biggest source that we've got on today's list. So if we take a look at how traffic is performing over the last couple of months, we can see that it's a little bit up and down, but generally it's moving in the right direction. So this is the website, ground.news. And what I want you to do is not subscribe, not create an account. You don't need to do that here, but do scroll right down to the very bottom of the page to get to this navigation menu. So you've got a couple of options here. If you click on this one, suggest a source, it's going to take you to a Google Forms page where you can submit your source. If it's in keeping with the rest of this website and their values, then you may well get yours featured on the website. But pay attention to this. If we click on contact, it's now going to give you a form to fill in, and it's also got additional resources here at the bottom so you can submit your individual stories to them. Now, with a traffic level like, what was it, 17 million visits a month, a lot of people are going to be using this form. So what I want you to do is take a look through the stories that are being published already and see if any of your content can match that. So if it can, then it could be a good source for you. Next up is Hub Pages with over 7 million visits a month. Again, we can see it's a little bit up and down, but generally heading in the right direction. So this is Hub Pages. I have mentioned this one before, but I'm going to include it again today because it is a pretty powerful source of traffic if you use it in the right way. So take a look through the front page, and here we have a list of niches that they're interested in, but that's not the only options available. So if we go to your account where you can create an article, we have this topic section here. If we click that drop down, here we've got all the topics that they are interested in. So if you blog or create content about any of these topics, you're probably going to do fairly well on hubpages.com. So let's move on to the next. So next up is newsbreak.com. This is a mammoth. It gets over 68 million visitors every month. Take a look at the traffic trend as well, so we can see that it's pretty consistent. It's jumped up from 21 million up to just over 23 million in the space of a month, and then it's sustained that just about. So most of the traffic comes from the United States, like most of the platforms featured today. Let's take a look at the website. This is it, newsbreak.com, and it generates news from local areas. So click on all locations. This is everywhere it covers. You can also type in a city name or zip code there. Now, the interesting thing about this is if we scroll down on the left-hand side to the Newsbreak corporate section, I want to draw your attention to two things. The first one is contributors. If we click on that, you can apply to become one of their local contributors. If you do, that can open up a world of opportunities for you. So you can apply to that right now, or you can become a publisher. So if we click on publishers, it's going to take us to a new page where you can apply to become a partner. So that's newsbreak.com. It could be a pretty handy traffic source for you. And if you want to see how I grew a website to 30,000 website visitors every day for free, head over to profitcopilot.com/traffic and get that free course. Okay, thank you for being here with me today. I will hopefully see you very soon, and God bless.